Coming in a minute, family. Get ready. John Power, family. Big King. Get free or die. Heavy is the head to wear the crown. All right, family, tonight, y'all need to subscribe to this channel. Y'all need to go to the throne and subscribe there. Also, the throne of King John Power. We got the elders out there speaking. We got to let them get the mic well before we do. Because our community is suffering very, very badly from an identity crisis. Still, after all these years, okay? So tonight, family, we calling out all Dane Calloway fans and 1% Indians and shit. You know what I mean? I was looking earlier, you niggas Coolio and all of them talk about that. Gonna break this shit down tonight. And I want y'all to share this shit, cause see, when I'm live, they ain't outgoing or whatnot. You see what I'm saying? See, We done busted this Negro right here. And a lot of people just don't want to accept it. King of Jah Power. I want y'all to go to the throne of King Jah Power. I'm talking about the African-centered community. That's who I'm talking to, or anybody damn else. Because the rest of y'all straight smoke. Fire. Straight up. Because I ain't got time for no goofiness, okay? I just don't. Now, again, family, we looking at a people that got an anti-African sentiment, which I was talking about earlier when I was riding or whatnot. And so, you know, these people will do anything to deflect themselves from who they truly are. You see what I'm saying? Now, the African-centered black community out there, we know exactly who we are. You see what I'm saying? But they out here, they whole thesis, they whole theory is to try to convince us that we them. We not you little copper op goofies. We not y'all. We don't want to be y'all. Who you saying you are, you ain't. Period. You see what I'm saying? You niggas need to be brought up on identity theft charges. Okay? Which I've been told these Negroes. So, I got some slides tonight. I got a few videos to play. I got some funny shit in here too, nigga. We gonna be in this motherfucker rolling. You see what I'm saying? And see, this the type of page that you need when you coming into, you know, your consciousness. You don't want to fuck around the first nigga named, you know, Dane Calloway or something. You know, off to some weirdo information that when you try to connect the dots to the shit, it don't make sense. Okay? It don't make sense. You can't, you know, when the origin of humanity is Africa, you can't, you know, that's been proven a fact. That's beyond some Darwin. You know what I'm saying? They try to convince you that, you know, you on some Darwin because you deal with science, and they don't. You see what I'm saying? This nigga done came up with this shit in his mind. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all been taught, which I'm going to show that, you know, majority of y'all is 1%. Okay, and which I'm gonna show, and that's gonna kill all this goofy Indian, Aborigine, copper colors. Okay, that's gonna kill all that shit tonight. So I don't want to hear nothing after this. Coolio, you black as hell. How the hell is you an Indian, nigga? You black as hell. That's what am I saying? The melanin content that's in Coolio, okay, would not be indigenous to no America. Why? Because it's too damn cold. And see, they say, I ain't black. I ain't no African. Go outside right now. It's about 29 degrees out there. You see what I'm saying? And go out there and see how long you can stand out there. You're going to run right back in the house. Okay? Which proves the temperature of America cannot be conducive to a black man. That's just point blank, period. We out here. I was out there in that shit earlier. Cold as hell out there, motherfucker. Couldn't wait to get in the house. So that show can't do it. Snowing all over America. The Native Americans had to get out and walk around in that shit. And fucking Kevin them indigenous shit. Like, I was like, this minute. I'm just trying to, you know, warm y'all up. But I'm because genealogy show that they only got one ancestor that was a Native, one that was Native American. So how could that make you a Native American? I'm going to show y'all this shit in a minute. I'm going to show y'all this shit. Thumb up this video. Like the video, family. I'm telling you. Because these goofies be saying they can deal with me. But you never see them get up here when I'm up here. These niggas is quiet somewhere, beating on a tambourine, trying to find Geronimo. I mean, you ain't gonna find it. Because that's not your ancestor. That's not your genealogy. I was chilling with my daughter a little bit ago. She said, what are the ancestors? I said, the people that you come from. Okay? So, and she's about to be 7 years able to understand that their ancestors are the ones that they come from. And the ancestors that we have are not Indians. They are Africans. Okay? And just because you got one ancestor or grandmama or my grandmama said we was a Native American. Maybe she was. Or granddaddy said, we Native Americans. Maybe he was. Okay? But the whole of your family was African. But you got one ancestor that's Native American. That don't make you no Native American. Okay? So where them goofies at tonight, you know what I mean? Y'all that tuning in from Moby's End, put them little hearts in there. Put them little hearts between the truth and lies or whatever. You not Pocahontas. You not, you know, we need to realize that our family is Shaka Zulu. Okay? That's an ancestor of ours. And my daughter could understand that. The reason why she was asking me that, because she's saying, I got a whole collection of Egyptian artifacts, okay? And I don't even like to, you know, let people in that certain sanctuary, because that's my sacred space. But I let my daughter in there, and she was saying, everybody in there. You know what I mean? And photos of everybody. And I said, these are the ancestors. And she said, these the people that I come from. I said, yeah. You know what I mean? But these, you know, she was saying Malcolm X and Garvey, which I got Malcolm X in here tonight, since they want to try to say Malcolm X. These niggas done went so far as to say that Malcolm X said that we was Indian Aborigines. Negro, please. Use a, that's like, I'm going to show you they lie. I'm going to show you that I can't wait to bang these Negroes tonight. Where they at? Fun. I'm trying to get this live in before this snow hit, okay? You know, you talk about you and then it is about the damn, it's below zero, about to have a damn Arctic storm. You saying that the black man is indigenous to America and not Africa. Is you a fool? And 90% of the African continent, that just off the rip. If you saying you ain't no African, everybody will give you we'll give you how many ever time you need. Doing the live stream, walk out, you gonna run your ass right back inside in 3 seconds. Why? Because it's cold as hell, and that's not temperature. Now, you can look around these little Mexicans and Indians and white people or whatnot. They be walking around with shorts and a t-shirt on in this climate. You see what I'm saying? Because they temper to, okay? That shows that you just not from this area, okay? And so let's get to the first slide, family. I just want to drop that first piece of calling out the Copper Ops, the 1%, Pretendo, Dane, Calloway fans, okay? So let's go right here, what I was just saying, okay? Let me blow this up. Let me smash them real quick. Here are the facts, okay? Now, I know only 5% of all black Americans, which is 46 million, 46 African American ancestry. You be like, ooh, I got 12%. They saying that the whole 12% of the Native American ancestry equivalent to of at least one grandparent, okay, one grandparent was a Native American, which somebody mentioned Big Red earlier. I showed y'all Big Red, but y'all can't show me the Big Reds or whatnot in y'all family. Why? Because it's only one. At the max, 2. So you can't go off what your grandmama say if she was a Native American and she told you that you weren't, when your parents are clearly black, okay? See? That right there hurt them right there. That right there hurt them right there. Hold on. That hurt them right there. Look. So they only got one parent, grandparent or whatever, that's an actual Native American. That's why you wouldn't have 0.8. You ain't even 1%, which I'm going to show in a little bit. You 0.8, okay? You 0.8. Shout out to Black Power out there. Shout out to the RBGs out there, okay? Shout out to the Rastafari. Shout out to the Kemetic community. It's time for a new chapter. It's time to rap these lanes. You see what I'm saying? That go for FBA, ADOS, and the goddamn faking ass Aborigines, okay? You niggas not doing that. You could buy everything, whatever, but you ain't doing nothing but talking. Show us some YouTube, on the internet, on TV. Okay? So we winning in this particular aspect. You're not going to stop people and keep people stuck in America because that's what you want to do. Okay? Or you might not, even if you got the money, you don't even got the mind to think outside of the box. And that's the first motherfucking thing they'll say. Oh man, I'm open-minded. I think everybody say they open-minded, but in reality, they ass living in a prison. In a prison. And ain't no bars and shit nowhere. They create the bars in their mind. See what I'm saying? And that's all this shit about, to keep black Americans from never ever looking at the African continent. Okay? So, I did a video on the slave ships, but I came across this article because these Negroes be saying that, that black people didn't come from Africa and the ones that did ain't nothing but a little bit or whatnot. At first, these motherfuckers was trying to totally deny that, Africans ever came to this continent. There wasn't no slave trade. The Africans didn't come in the ancient world. They try to cut all of that shit off at first until they met me. You see what I'm saying? Till they motherfucking met me, and I'm going to put that on the trophy case. Until they motherfucking met me, these motherfuckers was out here trying to say, that Indians created the drum and Indians created dreadlocks and all of this crazy shit. See, I cut all of that shit out. See, so now every piece of information they give is a reaction. Okay? It's a reaction now. You see what I'm saying? They were just out here saying all this, wow, out in the open flamboyant shit at first. And then they motherfucking met me and I cleaned all that shit up. Because after you put the truth out here, the lie can't exist no more. Okay? But these niggas was out here saying that the Africans never came. Here go a bill of sale right here. To be sold as human motherfucking cargo, Negroes for motherfucking Angola and all of this shit. You see what I'm saying? 14 women, 15 boys, 39 men. Okay? To be sold on the arrival of America. Okay? So, and that's because show some before the 1800s. You fake ass niggas, plenty shit out here before the 1800s. That shit, faked in ass Dane, Calloway, and Coolio, okay, thinking that we can't find no information about the slave trade before the 1800s. Stupid boy. Stupid boy. Stupid ass boy. See what I'm saying? Stupid ass boy. That shit right here, July 1769. So that's a goddamn, 40 fucking years? Okay, before this goofing ass nigga talk about niggas came over here on some goddamn ferries. How the hell is black people gonna come over here on some goddamn ferry? A ferry is not even seaworthy. Not for long travel. A ferry is not for long travel on the sea. So how the fuck is some niggas gonna come over here on a ferry? Shut your stupid ass up, boy. Shut your stupid ass. Any Negro to think like that, nigga, I'm about to crash the motherfucking powwow tonight, nigga. I'm about to burn the teepees and shit tonight, nigga. Period. Now, hold on. Yeah, I got a video right here, I think. Hold up.
Populated the Americas long before.
Now, I don't know if this supposed to be. Hold on.
Populated the.
Hold on. So we'll play that one later.
Populated the Americas long before Columbus and the Europeans colonials set sails for the American continent. Weekly, the History Channel broadcasts a television series called Ancient Aliens, which seeks to convince viewers that it was not ancient men of color, and which found President Recep Tayyip Erdogan
İslam'la tanışması, dikkatinizi çekiyorum, 12. yüzyıla kadar dayanır. Amerika kıtasının 1492'de Kolomb tarafından keşfedildiği iddia edilir. Oysa Kolomb'dan 314 sene önce 1178'de Müslüman denizciler Amerika kıtasına ulaşmışlar 1178. Hatta Kristof Kolomb'un hatıralarında Küba kıyılarında dağın tepesinde bir caminin varlığından bahsedilmektedir.
This is not taught in your public schools, although it will be. The history that the children are learning today is not going to be history that's going to be taught in the next 25 years. It's going to be radically different. We now know for a fact that long before Columbus, there were 4, and it is now known that the West African Kingdom of Mali had huge fleets of merchant vessels, and that these kings, these black kings of West Africa, began sailing across the Atlantic to Mexico as early as 900 AD. About 200 years before Christ, up until right at about the time of Christ. In other words, about 2,000 years ago. There now appears that there were wealthy West African and North African blacks and came, if you can believe this or not, but there is solid proof for it now, to southern Illinois.
You know what, brother?
So, you see right there, it's solid proof that blacks came, because that who is, it's giving you proof.
That you find in San Lorenzo.
That's giving you proof and everything. They act like the only people on the planet that wear feathers are Indians. Okay? The African got sacred that wear feathers. Okay? And so we talk about, you know, the cultural resemblance. You can't be fucking both. You see what I'm saying? You got to be the original. Don't be no remix. We can see that the, you know, pick through the Native American culture and see that they got similar culture as the Africans. Point blank period. You see what I'm saying? These niggas talking about, man, Africa said they would, motherfucker ain't no nigga we done been. It's millions of motherfucking Africans, Americans in Africa. Nigga, you can't lie to us no more. Nigga, try to create illusions of, you know, slave trade and this, that, and the third, so you don't want to relate to it. Okay? And that's all you out here. Africa is a jungle and this, that, and the third. You promoting that same propaganda that's been put in your motherfucking mind. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people out here already done fucking woke up. We not sleep no more. Okay? You motherfuckers is still in a motherfucking coma. It's not us. Okay? Black people out here is starting to wake up. And you ain't got to wake up to know you. You should automatically motherfucking know. You see what I'm saying? But see, our people's done mentally being fucking raped. Okay? And, you know, between at this point in time. Now, let me play this other video because I got a couple of little snippets. Now, that first man was telling y'all who was the president of Venezuela or the Netherlands or whatnot, was saying that Africans, I mean, and this is live on fucking TV. Ain't nobody over here saying that, you know, the Aborigines and shit and all that. Ain't nobody talking about that. The sacred information across, when you talk about history and the missing pages of that, the sacred information of the African, okay? Because that's what's missing. You know, that's why they got to make up shit about the Indians or whatever and try to latch on to African information, to, you know, black information, to Kemetic information, to try to make the fucking Indians look good. They try to take African black people knowledge and diss them in one instance, but then when you come to a historical value, these niggas try to latch on and attach themselves to African information. Faking ass niggas. Now listen to this sister right here. She gonna tell y'all about how the European explorers had already seen and knew that the Africans that came over here, because that's where they got the maps from. Listen to this.
At Tres Zapotes, what do you do with those? Right? You ignore them. What do you do with Columbus's diary that says the Africans know a way to the west, but it goes around the doldrums, we would never survive? What do you do with that? You ignore it. What do you do with Balboa's diary that says we came upon this African village in the isthmus? How did these Africans get here? What do you do with that? You ignore it. Why? To preserve the myth that the Europeans were more. Morocco.
See, they know that Africans came here. You see what I'm saying? The Moors are trying to say that they Moors, but really that's the Abu Khari and Mali of 2,000 fleet of ships. Okay, 2,000 ships. Okay, that was bringing merchandise over here to trade with the Native Americans. Okay, but the original Native American is an African, okay? And I'm going to prove that tonight, okay? So listen right here, this Malcolm. Thumb up this video, like the video. Hit them little hearts right there, hit them thumbs up, and them likes. I don't care whether you from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, MobiZen, wherever you coming in from, IG, like the video, okay? Because I'm banging on them tonight because I'm going to dispel all of that dumb shit they talking about, okay? And for you that's out there that believed in this information, because believe it or not, a lot of them done woke up and done came over here and said, bro, I used to believe that same shit until I seen your videos. That's what they be saying. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't going to put them out there like that because maybe they don't want people to know that they necessarily done switch sides. And then there's another side of these motherfuckers that's out here with African names promoting Indian information. You see what I'm saying? Aborigine, fake, all that shit come from Dane Calloway. Okay? Every last fucking little bit of it. Okay? Because that is to see the source of it. Okay? And see, once you find out who, the snake that's in the grass, you don't go mow in the backyard. You go mow in the area where you seen that motherfucker. And so that's what you supposed to do to people like these. Okay? And so I want y'all to listen to Malcolm right quick. Now, I just showed y'all a president. And I'm going to show you a Native American himself. Okay? Saying who and what the Native Americans are. Before you talk about the red man. This before the red man. Okay? So... let's listen to Malcolm right quick.
You don't know. Don't tell me Negro, that's nothing. What were you before the white man named you a Negro? And where were you? And what did you have? What was yours? What language did you speak then? What was your name? It couldn't have been Smith or Jones or Bunch or Powell. That wasn't your name. They don't have those kind of names where you and I came from. No, what was your name? And why don't you now know what your name was then? Where did it go? Where did you lose it? Who took it? And how did he take it? What tongue did you speak? How did the man take your tongue? Where is your history? How did the man wipe out your history? What did the man do to make you as dumb as you are right now? Who are you? You don't know. Don't tell me Negro, that's nothing. What were you before the white man named you a Negro? And where was your name? It couldn't have been Smith or Jones or Bunch or Powell. That wasn't your name. They don't have those kind of names where you and I came from. No, what was your name? And why don't you now know what your name was then? Where did it go? Where did you lose it? What did the man do to make you as dumb as you are right now?
Now, Malcolm speaking on, he knows that we chop up a little video and make it seem like he was saying that we was from America. Now, that's that whole video right there. He said, where were you from? You see what I'm saying? He knows that we African. You see what I'm saying? Who took your tongue? Who stole your history? Now, the Native Americans got their history, okay? The Native Americans got their tongue. Black people is out here speaking English and worshiping Christ, okay? That shows that you was in the middle of the slave trade. Just them two facts right there. So just every time you talk and say, I'm an Indian, I'm a Native fucking American, We shouldn't even be able to understand that shit if you knew the Native American language. Okay? Okay? So that Malcolm would spit in your face today if he heard what you Negroes was out there. He won't. These niggas talking about the freed men. The freed men. These is black. The freed men is black people that joined the Indians or ran to the church and claimed that they was Christians, okay, in order to become free in the white man's system. The white man realized what, okay, from these Africans that's fleeing the plantation trying to gain freedom by joining the Indians. This is why they call themselves freed men, okay? So they Africans that ran to the Indians, period. And I have to stress that because that's a main particular point, you know, they drop bombs on their forehead, okay? So let me play this right here for y'all right here. This shit right here fit to be funny as hell. Hey, thumb up this video, yo. I'm gonna show y'all niggas Dane, Calloway and them on the stage and shit, okay? Hey, look at this right here. I was watching TV the other day. And you know, I seen this right here. I said, I'm gonna say this shit for these niggas right here so we can laugh and shit. Hey, look at these clowns right here.
Thanks to a top 20 hit called Apache. 20 hit called Apache.
Apache.
So, listen to me now.
Thanks to a top 20 hit called Apache.
Apache.
Thanks to a top 20 hit called
Oh,
Apache.
Apache.
Hey, now so I'm watching the documentary and shit on Cool in the Game. And these niggas made I see this shit, the first motherfuckers I thought about with these faking in the ass copper ops, okay? These is black people, okay, that, you know, the pretendo Indians. This shit been going on for a long time. And again, our people is programmed by pictures and videos. And when they see this type of shit right here, see, they say, we're Indian. But see, they more proud of to show themselves as an Indian, don't realize that the original Indian is an African. Okay? Okay? Period. And so we reinforce the same lies on ourselves. You understand what they, video would do to the people that exist. Okay? But if you look at these brothers, see what I'm saying? I just showed you what most of the African Americans ain't, which I'm, hold on. Called The Origins of the African Americans. And I borrowed this chart from that lecture. Go over there, go watch that lecture and shit. The Origin of African Americans, part 1 and part 2. Go watch them videos I just did. The Willie Lynch effect on Black America. You see what I'm saying? Showing how, the Willie Lynch program is still working on Black Americans to this very day. And it got a lot to do with the identity shit. You see what I'm saying? We still stuck in this alter ego. You see what I'm saying? Schizophrenia. You see what I'm saying? When you 5 and 8 different motherfuckers, you can ask any Negro out here, who they is and shit. You gonna get about 8, 9 different answers or whatnot. And I guarantee you, and one of them, they gonna say, I'm an African. You see what I'm saying? They gonna want to be anything, okay, other than what they truly are. You see what I'm saying? But here go the origin of the African Americans right here, okay? And it's not no goddamn America, okay? Black people came from Africa, okay? And the spots that you see colored in Africa right there is only the jump off point. You Senegal, Gambia, the Gold Coast and all of that. That's just the jump off point where the slave ship was at. You see what I'm saying? Where because they were snatching slaves from inner Africa, North Africa, South Africa, West Africa. They didn't give a damn. Okay? And so, I showed the other day in the Willie Lynch effect on Black America, I showed, Well, over 600 different tribes came to the West. Okay, so it don't goddamn matter which a particular tribe you with and all that dumb shit or whatnot. You see what that fucking don't. We'll figure all that shit out when we get on the other side of the sea. So we don't need you faking the ass up, faking ass Indians or whatnot to tell us what the fuck we need to do. You need to figure out what you need to do. You need to go and put motherfucker, cause they won't even open the door for y'all. Okay? They down there knocking at the goddamn door, Geronimo, and trying to, begging so they can, become Indian and shit and not have to fight for black rights. Okay? So they can receive some faking ass benefits from some Indians, and the Indians done caught on to your benefits off of them. They see you a leech and you trying to keep African Americans. You see right there got 24% European DNA. Okay, so what they think is Native American DNA is really European, and you see 73% African. Okay, and you could go across that all across the motherfucking board, and it's still the same damn percentage. We got 1%. You the goddamn 0.8 Indians. I gave you niggas 0.2%. So I raised you niggas up a level. You see what I'm saying? But, but you still ain't but goddamn 0.8. You see what I'm saying? You still ain't but motherfucking 0.8. You're 0.8 Indian. Okay? Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Okay? Period. So look, right here. Look. Here go another study right here, which I done showed this shit right here. The average ancestry of an African American population is 74%. It's the same thing on the other one. Now that's two different motherfucking studies. Now either motherfucker everybody lying, and these niggas is right, or everybody understand the truth and these niggas is still stupid. And see, they not stupid. They doing this shit on fucking purpose. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say, need to smack these niggas up. Period. Every time these motherfuckers come up here in the YouTube, boo the motherfuckers and get these motherfuckers off the stage because they don't even deserve to talk to no motherfucking black community out here saying all this inconsistent ass lies. Now, let's get to work. And we just getting started, family. You know what I mean? I had to put the work in on this shit. You see, 74% African, 22% European, 1% Native American. See, the shit is consistent across the board. Okay? Now, look right here. Again. So, the number one ranked regions the African American ancestry is. Okay? And say you're the Cameroon, Congo, Ivory Coast, Ghana. Okay? Then you got some Senegal and some southern eastern Bantu. Okay? Now, that's the 74%. Okay? And it's African. It's not no motherfucking native. Okay? And so it don't make a fuck where you say, this they debunk right here to try to say, oh, well, what exact part of Africa did you come from? Okay, well, what the fuck exact Indians did your ass come from? Silly ass, stupid ass boy. Okay, so now, look at, okay, let me run this. Let me run this because we about to get to the good stuff. Now, you look at that's 4 different motherfucking studies. Now, if you look at, the people that live in Cape Verde Islands, they all African. Okay? See, this the diaspora right here. Nigerians. Okay? Africans. This is the admixture inside of Africa. Okay? Now, you look at the Mexican. They're African. Okay? They got a Mexican is nothing but an African, a Native American mixed with an African, okay? And you got some Mexicans that's got high European content, so it's a mix of all three. It just depends on how, the European invasions hit this area, how much European you gonna have, okay? And so you look at, Puerto Ricans, Africans, okay? This the diaspora, okay? Jamaicans, Africans, okay? We from all over fucking Africa, so I don't want to hear none of that dumb shit about what part these weak Negroes real quick. Let me move out of the way. Now, the word indigenous, okay? That's what we gonna deal with right quick. It says the oil peoples of Siberia. Okay, so they talk about the red man, okay? So when y'all use the word, you see what I'm saying? Because, you know, where your genes lie, that's where you indigenous to, okay? And we just seen the genes of the African, you know, and the rest is the rape of the European. And then you got a 0.8 or 0.1% that's native. So you not no indigenous, no none of that. Because when you saying indigenous, you talk about the peoples that came through the Bering Straits. I mean, through the Siberia, through Alaska and all of this shit. Okay? So, you not indigenous. Because if you was indigenous, your genes would have said more than some 1 damn percent. Thumb up this video. Like the video. Okay? Tell them coppers to come out here again. Here go the diaspora. Now look, bro. Now, you got, listen to this. This is 2022, because this nigga always, the 2026 is fake ass nigga. Look, Brazil got 80 million Africans. Okay, the United States got 46 million Africans. Haiti got 11 million Africans. Mexico got 6 million Africans. Venezuela got 5 million. Colombia, 5 million. France, 4 million. United Kingdom, 3 million. Dominican Republic, 3 million. Jamaica, 3 million. Cuba, 2 million. Ecuador, 1.3. Canada, goddamn, 1 million, 2. Peru, 1 million, 2. Italy, 1 million, 1. Spain, 1 million, 1. Puerto Rico, 1 million. You see what I'm saying? Germany, Trinidad. Oh, we goddamn everywhere. Okay? So to be so disingenuous, to be so lame to sit up here and say you don't got no African blood. Where the fuck you live at, on a whole nother motherfucking planet? Cause you don't live on this earth. You don't live on this. You cannot live on this earth and not have African DNA. Every last person on this planet, even the white people, got goddamn 1% or 2% African DNA. So a melanated man, I don't give a fuck where he at he got African DNA. As you can see, Africans are all over the world. So to be a goofy lame and say that you know, using a Native American or whatnot, that just not doing no research. That's goddamn couch scholarship. That's goddamn armchair scholarship. That's goddamn no scholarship. Okay? That's simple information. This chart killed that whole goddamn platform. Okay? Period. So boom. A lot of y'all out, what I say earlier, a lot of y'all out here, Big Red goddamn famous now. Big Red famous. They be using Big Red and shit in memes and shit. And that's my goddamn granddaddy. That ain't y'all goddamn granddaddy. Okay? This my goddamn granddaddy. Okay? This my granddaddy on my mama and them side. Big Red. This man famous now. You see what I'm saying? I seen Big Red popping up on her motherfucking page. Niggas done screenshotted Big Red. And, you know, niggas out here claiming Big Red, they granddaddy. Nigga, that's my papa, fool ass nigga. But what I say, just cause, you know, what did the science say? Just cause you got one ancestor that's an Indian, okay? That does not mean you a fucking Indian, okay? Which the data shows you're 1%. The 1% is the one Native American grandparent, great-grandparent, or whatever, because these niggas already saying their grandmama, you know, told them they was an Indian. Maybe she was an Indian, Okay? There go my papa right there. He an Indian. That motherfucker, you know, I was alive. He passed away in 94. You see what I'm saying? I was born in 81. So I knew this man. You see what I'm saying? That man was alive 13, 14 years while I was here. So I seen this man. This man was an Asian. He was the only one that looked at this way in my whole entire family. You see what I'm saying? So just because you got one ancestor that's a Native American, that does not make you a Native American. Okay? So now, these niggas be talking about that they Aborigines or whatnot. Now I'm going to show you the Aborigines in the South Pacific and Australia are African. Okay? This is a study that's being done. So let's go. Let me play the video.
The DNA gold for scientists. It's providing key evidence about how the first humans colonized the planet 70,000 years ago. Using their hair, scientists have mapped the DNA history of Aboriginal Australians and found they're the direct descendants of the first modern humans to leave Africa. The DNA gold for scientists. It's providing key evidence about how the first humans colonized the planet 70,000 years ago. Using their hair, scientists have mapped the DNA history of Aboriginal Australians and found they're the direct...
Right in, what I say. Okay, what I say. If the Aboriginal, Australian, and South Pacific, you know, the Melanesian and Polynesian islands, okay, Melanesia, Black Islands, okay, if they African, what the fuck is you? Okay? So you can't live on this planet and not have, you know, be no African. So the first real Native Americans, yeah, we was all over the motherfucking place, but we originated in motherfucking Africa and then dispersed throughout the world, which I'm going to show in a little bit. I'm going to let the Native American, you know, in a little bit tell y'all. Now, this with these, I'm about to come back in a minute. Hold on. But they say that this is what Dane Calloway, this is the description of the red man, the Native American. And this is what Dane Calloway and fucking whack-ass Coolio, okay? Whack-ass motherfucking Coolio and shit, nigga, you know, what kind of dreams and shit is your ass having and shit? Nigga talking about he having nightmares and shit. Motherfucker Geronimo and goddamn Chief Blackfeet and shit chasing your ass with that motherfucking tomahawk in your motherfucking dreams because you out here lying, talking about you them. You ain't them motherfucking impersonating that. Here they go. They say, now we know that the African, the black man, the true origin of humanity, the strongest motherfucker to ever walk the motherfucking planet. You see what I'm saying? God, the motherfucking, you know, original. You see what I'm saying? The Basalanan Grata. Second to motherfucking none. The motherfucking black man is the first race. Okay? The black man is the first race. But these niggas out here that accepted this lame ass philosophy, okay? Lame ass philosophy that they what is an American Indian? The American Indian is the third race. What is its characteristics? The American Indian race is only found in America. It is a deep copper color, straight hair, straight black hair, high cheekbones, eyes sunken in their fucking head, large faces, and robust bodies. That does not describe no goddamn black man. When you describe the black man, you know, it's a description of God. Okay? It's a description of the original person. God's greatest creation is the black man and the black woman. Okay? See, when I say that, that's what we is. Okay? We ain't no motherfucking third race, eyes sunken in the back of our damn head. We goddamn copper instead of goddamn the best color, the original color of the galaxy and shit, which is black. Okay, which is black. Okay, we sunken in, cheekbones, straight hair. Okay, go watch the video I done. Ethiopian hair versus Indian hair. Now, which one the fuck is you? If you saying in 1 minute your ass a Native American, but you trying to claim some damn dreads. You see what I'm saying? And then we look at your hair and shit, the shit nappy as hell. Make up your goddamn mind. You can't accept that you a fucking copper color. You see what I'm saying? But then you turn around and you go into motherfucking just for me. Okay? Just for me to get a fucking perm. Okay? So don't try to play no games. You niggas is wishy-washy. You see what I'm saying? Black power, stand up in this motherfucker. Smack an Indian. You know, not the real Native Americans and shit. And they ain't real neither. Hell, we was here. The African was here before every goddamn body. Even the red man. Period. Which I'm going to have a Native American tell you that. Okay? Got another video. Hold on. I think ain't this a video? That might have been the one we already played. Now, that lady was talking about earlier, Giovanni Vasquez and what was the other European explorer? She was talking, here you go. Now, let me read this shit. This is who she was talking about. Now, Giovanni Vasquez is this French explorer or whatnot that came to the United States in the 1520s. And he says his description of the Native Americans is vastly different from the one I just read to y'all, where these niggas is straight hair and sunken in eyes and all this shit that don't describe nothing about black people. When you looking for a description of black people, you can look that shit right up there in Genesis, nigga. We burnt skin and nappy hair. That's me. I'm God. I'm not no little ass third race motherfucker. I'm God. Period. Okay? And so you look, again, in the 1520s, say they go entirely naked. Except about the loins where they wear animal skins. Like fastened to their griddle, martens. That's a damn little animal. A marten is like a little animal that got fur and shit. You know, the trappers or whatnot. They skin them and shit and use their fur or whatnot. Make y'all some faking ass fur coats that y'all gonna need since y'all saying y'all Americans. And you know what I'm saying? Not Africans. Because if you gonna need a fur coat over here in this coat. And so, to which all around the body, the tails of the animals hang down to their knees. The complexion of these people are black. Not much different than that of the Ethiopians. Now, I don't know about y'all, but Ethiopia is in Africa. But if you ask one of these Negroes, they'll swear Ethiopia is in goddamn Tennessee or Georgia or Florida. Ah, man, the real goddamn Ethiopia is really in goddamn Nashville, Tennessee. But this is that latching on lying ass history. Okay? Y'all need to wake up and come up out of it. You see what I'm saying? And really graduate into something. I get it. A lot of y'all first, you know, hit us some knowledge or some, you know, what they want to call knowledge was probably this nigga Dane Calloway. Okay? Because he got a bigger page up here on YouTube. But that don't mean a goddamn thing when you lying. And you look back into the damn truth. This nigga right here, you know, is a lame. Okay? Is a fucking clown. So, I'm about to bang on right here. I'm about to come back in. Just give me a second, family. But I'm about to bang on right here. Now, this sister right here, grandmama and them had told her she was a Native American, which I'm going to show in just a minute. See, the copper ops hate this video. They already know what I'm finna play. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, she went and looked the story up and shit. And she went in her ancestry, went to asking all her family members or whatnot, you know. And she really couldn't find no answer. So she went and had a DNA test done. You see what I'm saying? The shit came back, what she gonna tell y'all. The shit came back that she was not no Native American at all. Okay? Was not a Native American at all. Came back. She was an African. Okay? And that sparked her journey. The ancestor done went to Africa and this, that, and the third. This one of the first DNA videos that I ever seen. Okay? Which I'm going to play in a minute. Here you go. Okay, now I'm going to play this video. I'm going to let the shit run. And I'll be right back. Thumb up this video. If the shit gonna play, let's see it gonna play. It might not play. Hold on. If it don't play, I'll pull it up and make it play. Hold on. So we'll just go to the next slide and I'll pull it up in a minute at the end. Now, who were the first Australians? Okay. Again, I just showed y'all that the African went into the South Pacific before what they call the Aborigines or Africans. Don't let these niggas fool y'all with schematic ass words. Okay? So, on the contrary to the belief, the first inhabitants of Australia were not Aborigines. Okay? Were not the Aborigines. Okay? That goes for Polynesia, Melanesia, Indonesia. Okay? They were not Aborigines. But they are known today as the Negritos, the Africans, the Pygmies, the Twa, okay, migrated into the Southeast Asia and the Philippines. The Negritos were wiped out by modern Asians 20,000 years ago. Now, that don't mean they not there no more. They still there. You see what I'm saying? And so the ancestor of the Aborigine is the Twa. Okay? And that's the same thing the ancient Egyptians said. The ancient Egyptians said, these is, the ancestors. These is where we came from. And which they was exactly fucking right. Period. So when they talk about Darwin theory, this, that, and the third, them ain't no fucking apes. Them is fucking people. Them is the little Twa. Okay? Them is the little Twa, which is the original, the first man, even before the Bantu man. Now, this is the migration patterns of the African. But if you look at the oldest remains found, this is how we know that the African is the first man. Because if you look at the oldest fossils that been found on the planet, it's been in Africa. There's no discussing that, people's in, India and China, then try to come and say they got more ancient people, but that's just not the facts. That's just not the facts. The motherfuckers ain't got no more ancient people than no Africans or no black people, period. And when I say African, I'm talking to you. Okay? Brazil Museum skull author's theory of the colonization of America. Okay? Because it was thought that Aborigines and all of this came, the Native Americans or whatnot was the first people of America, but of the New World. That's just not true. In Rio de Janeiro, recruiter anthropologists unveiled the oldest known human fossil from the Americas Monday, a woman skull with the African features that could revolutionize theories about the continent's early inhabitants. The fossil's first discovery in Brazil in 1975, but only the recently found to come from a woman who lived 11,500 years ago, shows there were human beings on the continent long before the Asian migration, said anthropologist Ricardo Ventura Sancho. This is a piece that, in practice, is an importance towards understanding the settlements of the Americas, said Ventura Santos of the National Museum of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Okay? The University of Rio de Janeiro. There is a lot of curiosity about it. That is why we're showing it to be into the media today. Scientists dubbed the woman as Lucille. That would mean the Aboriginals as too. Okay? Okay? When you look down in the mounds of the Native Americans, they see ancient African skeletons that date back 11,000 years ago, where you could tell that the two cultures were marrying, having sex and children. So the Mayan is nothing but an aborigine. An aborigine is nothing but an Asian and an African mix. Okay? And so, but when you look at the inhabitants of the Americas, they did not come from Asia. Okay? They did not come from Asia. They came from Africa. And I'm going to show you a Native American say it for itself here in a minute. Okay? See, let's see. Hold on. Let's get it right. The oldest known human fossils of the Americas found Monday, a woman skull with African features, could revolutionize the theories about the continent's early inhabitants. The fossils were discovered in Brazil in 1975, only to recently come from a woman who lived 11,500 years ago, shows where the human beings on this continent long before the... Okay? So they did not come from Asia. Where did they come from? Africa. Okay? Africa. So if the oldest bones found in America is from Africa, who the hell is the Native American? Now, hold on. I got to go somewhere real quick. Hold on. I got to find this other shit real quick. Let me see. Boom. Let me find this shit real quick. Hold on. That ain't what I want to go to anyway. Hold on. Hold on, family. Let me get this little... See, I'm in the way. But I'm going to stay in here because I know y'all want me in here. Y'all ain't seen me in a minute. But hold on. Let me look this up real quick. Native American gonna tell you who is the true Native American. They didn't come from Asia. They not no indigenous to no Americas or none of that shit. I'm gonna show you. Let the Indian tell you what it is.
And he has a book showing you that the Africans left Africa and went all over the diaspora, all over the planet. The Native Americans came directly from Africa when they sailed and came down and landed in Mexico with Mexico, and they built that civilization there with the Olmec civilization. The Olmec civilization come from the Incas, the Mayans, right? Then it come down to the Native Americans here. So which was all African, the Chippewa, the Choctaw, the Cherokee, the Shoshone, the Blackfoot, the Crow. These are all African tribes. These were all African directly from Africa. Everything.
Now, I'm going to let that shit run again. Because when I seen this video and I went into studying this shit, it graded up my understanding because I knew Africans that came here in the ancient world. Which the Jew scholar did a very good job when he was talking about, you know, what we teach in the school today, 25 years later, that they not going to be teaching that same-ass slave history. You see what I'm saying? Even though, which this history been hid, okay? And so, you know, the new premise is, okay, that the original Native American, before the red man, is the African. So that's what's coming to the school, into the theater near you, okay? We gonna be old as hell. Niggas is gonna be 75 or some shit and gonna be looking at this shit up on the big screen. Watch what I tell you. You can't.
And he has a book showing you that the Africans left Africa and went all over the diaspora, all over the planet. The Native Americans came directly from Africa when they sailed and came down and landed in Mexico with Mexico, and they built that civilization there with the Olmec civilization. The Olmec civilization come from the Incas, the Mayans, right? Then it come down to the Native Americans here. So which was all African, the Chippewa, the Choctaw, the Cherokee, the Shoshone, the Blackfoot, the Crow. These are all African tribes. These were all African directly from Africa. Everything. And he has the book showing you that the Africans left Africa and went all over the diaspora, all over the planet. The Native Americans came directly from Africa when they sailed and came down and landed in Mexico with Mexico, and they built that civilization there with the Olmec civilization. The Olmec civilization come from the Incas, the Mayans, right? Then it come down to the Native Americans here. So which was all African, the Chippewa, the Choctaw, the Cherokee, the Shoshone, the Blackfoot, the Crow. These are all African tribes. These were all African directly from Africa.
Now, that's a Native American telling you that his ancient ancestors are African. Now, that's totally the direct opposite of what the Copper Ops was saying. You see what I'm saying? They saying they ain't got nothing to do with Africa. But the Native American saying that, you know, to be real, his ancestors came from Africa. That's a native. Okay, now, who you gonna believe? You gonna believe some fat Negro sitting on the couch taking y'all fucking money on YouTube? Or is you gonna believe this man? He can speak the Native American language and everything. Who you gonna believe? Some Negro, you know, that just, you know, scamming on YouTube. Dane Calloway is a major scammer on YouTube. Okay, that's why you never see nothing behind the scenes. You see what I'm saying? You never see nothing behind the scenes. You never see him put any money y'all donate to any type of good cause. Why? Because he is a fucking scammer. He is a fucking scammer. He's stealing your money. He's stealing your money. Okay? He running a fucking Ponzi scheme on y'all. You see what I'm saying? This man is stealing from you and lying to you at the same time, so you paying somebody to tell you lies at the same time. But this is revolutionary information. The documents I just showed. You see what I'm saying? I got some more to go. Thumb up this video. We ain't done. We ain't done. I'm digging in niggas tonight. You see what I'm saying? It's revolutionary. So the reason why you see the Mayans and we say that they black, okay, but they are African in origin, okay? The ancestors of the Mayans were from Mali, okay, were from Africa, were from Ethiopia, okay? Period. There's no discussing that. Let me run it one more time. This an Indian telling you that the telling you, telling you that the Native American ancestors before the Native Americans were African. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. So let me play
He has the book showing you that the Africans left Africa and went all over the diaspora, all over the planet. The Native Americans came directly from Africa when they sailed and came
directly from Africa. That's mind blowing. That's mind blowing. So we closer to the Native American than we think. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, us today ain't got but 1%. But the original Native American was us. Okay? Okay? And so we don't have to claim that we know Indians. And I respect this man, the Indian culture, you know, because they willing to tell the truth. So why would you go behind the Indian when he know that his ancestors are African? He looking at you like you stupid. You see what I'm saying? Listen.
And landed in Mexico with Mexico, and they built that civilization there with the Olmec civilization. The Olmec civilization come from the Incas, the Mayans, right? Then it come down to the Native Americans here. So which was all African, the Chippewa, the Choctaw, the Cherokee, the Shoshone, the Blackfoot, the Crow. These are all African directly from Africa.
Blow my motherfucking mind. Blow my mind when I see
Populated the Americas long before Columbus, and the Europeans colonials set sails for the American continent. Weekly.
That shit blowed my mind. I was like, what? I was like, hold on. Now, I knew, you know, in my mind, but to hear a Native American say that shit, you know, which I done show other Native Americans saying, but to hear it that way, that's revolutionary. You see what I'm saying? That's a whole different thought of it. So if you gon', you know, rock with the Native American, you can't do it without Africa, because the ancestors of the Incas and the Mayans and shit was Africans. Africans is ancient, boy. They is ancient. They have been building civilization for so long, you know, we don't even know. You see what I'm saying? They've been on the seas for so long, we don't even know. Man, they destroyed something so great. Period. These European invasions and this, that, and the third destroyed, the greatest empire. If they were to show, you know, true African history, it would embarrass all of the world history. I'm just being real. I'm talking about with excitement, with thrill, with mystery and this, that, and the third. African history, it's very deep. You know what I'm saying? It's very deep. And we need to start making movies of African, history. I seen what 50 Cent, well, I'm gonna make a video of tomorrow. I'm gonna make a video of tomorrow with 50 Cent doing the movie, to Nzinga. Now, believe it or not, don't care whether you believe it or not, the shit real. Now, about 3 weeks ago, I got an email from G-Unit, and they wanted me to read for BMF. So that's what I've been doing. I've been in here reading for Miss Nikki that run the BMF project for a character. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get the shit or not, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, I read for her tomorrow, and I'm going to record this shit. You see what I'm saying? So, y'all, I'm going to bring y'all into my life. I was in the biz earlier. We was talking about Coolio. I was in that, that beautiful thing earlier. I might put a picture up here for y'all to see it. So it'll be motivation. You know what I mean? That don't mean get stuck in American philosophy or none of that. You know what I mean? It means that, accomplish great things here while you on this earth. Okay? And be able to globally move around the planet. All you gotta say is meet me in the motherland. That's all I gotta say. And I'm on every social media platform. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Just hit Job Power. You see what I'm saying? And once I hit the motherland, we gonna link up. Everybody that's in the motherland, majority of y'all, I got your emails or whatnot. I got ways to get in contact with you. And we gonna link up. It just, it's coming. And we build into that lane too. So to be able to even say that you doing something greater than Black Power, it's just not true. It's just not true. Because we affect the lives out here, and these 1% Indians are not, my nigga. You just sitting here waiting on a fucking handout or something from the European. Bro, they not gonna do nothing for black people. So to keep the stuck in America philosophy, which this what this is, okay? The stuck in America philosophy, okay? You know what I mean? Let's get over it, you know what I mean? Now, studying what we were just going into today, and I'm definitely gonna have to go into that deeper, because I heard that some modern Europeans today was talking about, and I'll bring y'all the video, was talking about different tribes that they heard in America was speaking Arabic. Some of the Native American tribes are speaking Arabic. Even the Red tribes, which they were saying was an ancient language handed down from their ancestors. Now I've been heard that before I heard this Native American say that the original Native American is the African. Okay? And so we gonna have to go dive deeper into, the language of the Native American. We gonna have to dive deeper into the Nile Valley tribes. We gonna have to dive deeper and show the comparative study of African tribes and Native American tribes. We gonna have to do it. There's no way we can get around now, because I'm shocked at this. You know what I mean? I'm shocked at this. You know what I'm saying? So what Dane Calloway was saying was a lie. But at the same time, though, if you look at it, from the African perspective, then what he's saying, it got a lot of truth to it. But he just don't want to say that it's African. Okay? So the Mayans and the motherfucking Incas, which is the Olmecs, which is the oldest motherfucking civilizations over here, they African. These peoples is why y'all seeing that they got a heavy melanin content. It's because they black. Them motherfuckers is goddamn Mali, they Congo, they Senegalese and all of that. They Ethiopian and all of this type of shit. If them Europeans, Vasquez and Balboa and all of these, Europeans is saying they done went to Africa a lot of times before they went to the New World. So if they hearing languages and seeing these people, they like, hold up, motherfucker, we just seen these Ethiopians, the Africans over here in Africa speaking the same language as these people over here in America. And damn it, they look exactly alike. They dressing the same, they talking the same. If it quack like a duck, it's a duck. Okay? And so it's a revolutionary, it's mind-blowing, this right here. We gotta dive deep into the comparative study of Native Americans and Africans. And not just, the pyramids. We gotta dive into the dress of the Native Americans. We gotta dive into the headdress. We gotta dive into the language. We gotta dive into different crops or whatnot that was shared between the two cultures and shit. We gonna have to dive and do a comparative study on Native Americans and Africans. Who were the true Native Americans? You see what I'm saying? We gonna have to dive deep into that lecture and shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm working on the origins of Black Power, which I'm gonna take my time with that. But we gonna, work on now, who were the first Native Americans. Because I just showed, what I showed tonight. And that shit was mind-boggling. When I was going through this shit, I'm like, oh shit, this shit ill. You know what I mean? You got Native Americans out here saying, Native American scholars saying, look, the Africans came here first. And we are Africans that been mixed by Europeans, okay, and Asians, okay, that was first mixed by Asians. Lucia is an African. Her descendants were mixed by Asians that came through, Siberia or whatnot, okay, that walked across the ice, and they mixed. This is what it is. This is a fact. I just showed y'all. They ain't talking about theory. This is a fact. And then later, the European would come and say, I seen the red man. Okay? The red man. And so later on, when you would see Europeans, Indians, recent today, they are mostly European. So when you look at these Indian organizations, okay, you see they being ran by people you could tell got majority European ancestry, okay? And so what has happened? Over time, since the 11,500 years ago, that Lucy, which is the first American, which is an African, which has no Asian and none of that, which I showed, okay? I can speak on it because I showed it, okay? And that was done by the Museum of Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. That was that study, okay? And so it shows, let's get it correct, that Africans was the original Native American, which is just mind-blowing. That's new. That's new. Nobody has even scratched the surface on that information. You're going to have to come to this video to get that information because there's nothing out there like that that's unique. So very soon we going to do a comparative study. And I'm diving deep into this shit because if the original Native American is the African, you don't have to copy anything the Native American do. Matter of fact, that Native American is copying you. So you saying you a Native American, you saying you the student. When you saying you the ancient African that came to America, you the master. You the boss. You Mr. Miyagi. These niggas is the Karate Kid. Okay? The remix, the little nigga. Okay? The first law of the 48 laws of power, never outshine the master. In this case, when you talk about who taught the Native American and who was the first Native American, the African is Mr. Miyagi. All right, family. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. We going to go, we not going to touch. I'm going to get into that, the comparative study with the Native Americans and so we can see what the Africans taught the Native Americans. But tomorrow, we going to get into a few videos that I seen, about, 50. He doing the Queen and Zinga series movie or whatnot. We going to get into a little bit of that and a few other things that I got to get into, for the family out there. So we know that now that the 1% pretendo Indians are just 1%. But the Native American story start way before the red man, okay? Because Lucille, 11,500 years ago, was the first American. Y'all like, subscribe, share this video right here on King Jah Power. Go over there to the throne of King Jah Power. I might be over there. Matter of fact, I'm going to come over there later on and drop a couple videos of the ancestors. We building up to 100 videos before I start going live over there on the throne. So make sure y'all go over there to the throne and subscribe. Copper Ops, I popped y'all tonight. Okay? Shout out to Black Power out there. Shout out to RBG. Shout out to the comedic community. Shout out to Rastafari. Jah Power. Big King. Get free or die. Heavy is the head to wear the crown.